maybe the guy in Pacific and Laurel is right and the robots are after us, or maybe it's the guy Walnut in front that is right and we are all robots, these tin men without a heart robots, these lost in all the places that we never made it to robots. We have wall plugs and the agendas of philanthropists. We've been giving away the rust between our joints like rent money. When we stand on street corners, we are the traffic lights. When we hide in hallways, we are the elevators. When we pilot rocket ships, we are walked on by other robots, and when our eyes glaze over, they are ink blots. Look, what do you see in mine? I bet my life savings on a double-headed coin and lost. I roll up birth certificates and hide them in the back pockets of strangers. I rode my old lame hobby horse all the way to the glue factory, but I'm still attached. I taught the lie detector's needle how to freak dance. The boogeyman's afraid of me. I drink the Kool-Aid. I've been filling envelopes with baby teeth and sending them off waiting for little plastic chests. They never come. They are always empty. I will forgive you if you will forgive me. My forgiveness could play the harpsichord. The hearse drives itself in you are all the gasoline. You are the cleat that Velcro grips chunks of earth like chunks of saliva, like steel-tipped lovers. The stove is my brother because he cooks things too. There are staples sealing together my spine with names like Roosevelt, Lincoln, Jefferson, Adams. We are Washington monuments. People climb on us because we are American on the day of our birth. M.C. Escher drew our memoirs and we're still tumbling down his stairs trying to get back to the bottom of it all. Well, I wrote this poem from a formula like a recipe. It goes 1. Put yellow stickies on your morals. 2. Paint fake smiles on your marbles. 3. Play marbles with your sanity in large spaces. 4. Repeat this process if you are agoraphobic. If you think this poem's about you, then it probably is. There were 5 times as many people that commit suicide every day than die directly in combat. So tomorrow, I'm protesting life. My hands are for sale. My fingers are for sale. Will you buy them if I pay you? I make my living boiling water and wishing upon every shooting vapor trail like it was a bank account. So basically, we make our livings wishing upon our bank accounts and building cathedrals out of our fists and worshiping every idol that has the pretension to call itself false. I am false, you are false in the back. My inner child is taking shots of whiskey because I got him hooked. Our inner children are not these son of God martyrs, yet we listen and wait for them to rise again because we brainwashed our inner children, strapped bombs to their chests, and told those hopeful fucks to take a bus going anywhere but here. So maybe it's the guy Pacific and Laurel that's right, and the robots are after us. Or maybe it's the guy Walnut in front that's right, and we are all robots, because that would mean that we're after ourselves. Sorry to get really loud there. Again, the show's on June 8th at the Cypress Lounge. It's the first show we'll be doing in a series, so our first one is going to be free. We have cash prizes and an open sign-up list. If you want to get involved as a performer, then go ahead and talk to myself or EMAC. I'll do one more poem. This one's a political poem. Don't hate me afterwards.
I already hate you.
Awesome. I love being hated. That's what I don't say between that. I wrote this poem because I go to Santa Cruz a lot, and a lot of people here are activists that I think sometimes are unaware of themselves and how we fit into this. And I'm an activist as well, but I decided to write a poem about a lot of my feelings about it. I had a dream about you again last night. I want to ride you bareback until you come, fireflies. I want you soft, shuddering, open, and unarmed. And I'm not the only one. There are rooms full of us, you slut America. We want you soft. We want you shuddering, open, and unarmed. And we will ride you until you bear back the U.S. troops come home like fireflies. Have you ever looked into the eyes of a war survivor? They are these bonfires trying to fly them and their crumpled memories away. They say the war is ending, but I'm left thinking that this is what the children of rapists feel like when daddy gets off without jail time, because all I have is this activist activist guilt that fills me like styrofoam in a landfill. I've been handing out war protest pamphlets like communion cups. Been finger painting suicide notes onto American flags. How many GIs died for something they did not believe? And when was the last time that somebody was shot dead by a picket line slogan? Learn to read between the lives. We are not the martyrs, but we know how to act the part. So ultraviolet light inspect me. I am covered in enough American jizz stains to look like self-inflicted crop circles that are begging for unidentified flying answers like, what is the difference between us fighting a war against war and them fighting a war against terror? And how do you measure a death when more Americans die every single year from traffic accidents than have ever died in the Iraqi, Vietnamese, or Korean soil? So what is war anyway but the debt collector come knocking, asking for the monthly payment of our life, liberty, American dream? Well, if I'm an American with what dreams of fucking America do you think they'll come true? Flying with 2 left wings, it's gotta be better than marching off to your doom. We've been pressing hope to our bumper stickers like dandelion fingers to the wind. Been waving ACLU cards like lighters for nylon kumbaya peace signs. We are not the victims, we'll never be the victims. We are the too ashamed to be ashamed. I sent this poem on a carrier pigeon to Iraq and it became a peace dove because the dead can't write back. We've been searching for God in all the wrong places. We are these freshly cut apple pie silhouettes singing Sunday, Bloody Sunday, and the choir is clapping, so go on, clap me some thunder. You can be damn sure that lightning will never be striking the same 2 towers twice. You can be damn sure that while we gather here tonight, CNN reports that 5 wind chimes a day mistake themselves as soldiers, and as the cold metal of their guns ring against their cold legs suspended, we will go on and clap to dissent, if only to drown out their suicides, because I know no other way to live during times of war than to speak and to write. But do you really think that if an Iraqi militiaman met me on the street tonight, he would thank me for speaking up? Thank you.
The astounding Kevin Holmes.